Hello, and welcome back to Hustle Cat. That's right, I took the camera out. I'm thinking this will solve a lot of problems. um, anyway, let's continue. Yeah, we already covered this one. Whatever. I'll get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. That's an optimistic way to look at things, I guess. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? Not for me, no. I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny side street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the side of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, then the road suddenly curves to the right. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim brave drivers who could try their luck. I decide to follow a sharp bend in the road. After I pass the tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. Ooh. A squat 3-story building, painted so ostentatiously bright it'd be impossible to miss, sits in front of me. That doesn't look super bright. I mean, compared to the other buildings, they're kind of dull looking. A cat's paw? Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I could get a dumb toy for dumb Mochi. As I walk closer to the front doors of the building, I don't see any aisles of pet food I expected from broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there's couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. Just as I'm about to continue walking, and a sign in the window that says, "Now hiring, inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but might as well give it a shot, right? I look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself against the window. Doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in a restaurant, but whatever. I like cats. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The door creaks open. This place is so classy, it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Isn't that what this place was like in Wonderland, with the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple, boy are there a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8. They're all over the place, romping around the floor, sleeping on some built-in structures in the walls. Barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. "Welcome, sit wherever you'd like." I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from, then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually, I stare at the source of the voice loomed below. He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides. "You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works?" "I'll be happy to give you a tour." His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. "Yeah, it sounds great. I've got to sound enthusiastic, right?" "Oh, that's great." He bounds closer, towers over me in both stature and exuberance. It's a little strange that someone like this is working here, because he's more like a big sheepdog puppy than what I would think of as a cat person. "My name is Landry. Just interrupt if you have any questions." "You got it, Landry. I'm Avery." "Well, Avery, to start, all our cats are rescued strays. The owners bring them in for care and socialization." "They seem really happy. Having strangers around doesn't seem to bother them at all." "We do everything we can to make them comfortable." Look at that fat-ass one in the window. "Look at him. He's so fat." Many of them are up for adoption. We have a good match rate for our fosters." Over there's a wall of photos of some of our cats who found happy homes. "Oh, and proceeds from the cafe help pay for their care." The food's really good, too. Our chef is amazing. I recommend the key lime pie, personally. That all sounds really great. I bet you're happy working here. It's a lot of work, but I like to think it's all worth it. Actually, I saw you guys are hiring right now? Oh! His surprise freezes him for a split second. His broad smile immediately creeps back, but it's enough to pique my curiosity. "We are. Did my explanation sell you that quickly?" I'm really good with cats. Got a lot of practice in them since my cat's such a handful. I bet I could do a good job helping out. Well, that's a good start, at least. There's more to this job than just playing with the cats, though. Of course. I mean, liking cats is definitely going to help, right? Haha, it's definitely a job requirement. Okay, I'll get the owner and you can talk to him about it. Why don't you have a seat? And I'll go see if he's available. Landry leads me to a plush couch that spans the length of the wall. I'm guessing that's this one over here. I oblige, careful not to look too casual. I'm here on business, after all. Do you like coffee? Would you like some? That'd be great, thank you. And light and extra sweet, please. He disappears through an open archway around the corner. The Siamese cat timidly appears at him as he goes, and then at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. Oh, God. Yeah, that's definitely a worried look. I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. Landry reappears a moment later, carefully balancing a black and white saucer, which in turn balances a stout white ceramic mug. The tiny creamer almost disappears in his large hands. He gingerly places them in front of me, careful not to spill anything from either. I put a little bit of milk and sugar there for you, but I brought you some more if you don't like it. Oh no, it looks perfect, thank you. Glad to hear it. Think we drink our coffee the same way then, because I made it the way I like it. You have excellent taste. I take a careful sip of the coffee as I watch Landry take his long strides back to the cafe. He really covers a lot of ground. He's not even moving that quickly. I could use a little more milk, though. Guess I'm not good at being an adult yet. I don't like stuff that still tastes like coffee. I'm sorry. I'm 31 years old, and I'm exactly the same way. I put a lot of creamer in my coffee. It's always flavored, and yeah, I guess I'm not an adult either. Whatever. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer is where it spills and it almost overflows. I dive forward and gulp a mouthful from the side before I dare lift the mug and drink like a civilized person. Meow. The cat looks at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like a cat knows anything about coffee. Landry's gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug, just long enough for me to wonder where everyone is. The Siamese cat's still staring at me. I'm just going to ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, Landry emerges from the back of the cafe, but he's not alone. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. Ooh, heterochromia. That's 2 different colored eyes, by the way. Lesson of the day. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes and not books. Look, are those crow skulls? What is that about? Or maybe like he's about to try to sell you a crystal to balance your chakras. I'm going to save real quick. Save. Back. Okay. Maybe this is what owners of cat cafes look like? I've never seen... Ah! His eyes. They're 2 different colors. I can't focus on them both at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. Eh? He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye with film over it. Whatever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so by degrees, very gradually. Made up my mind to take the life of the old man and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Holy crap, this is Telltale Heart. Sorry, I'm a Poe fan. Anyway, continuing. Excuse me? Telltale Heart, you were looking at my eye. First of all, this guy probably gets stared at all the time, and the fact that he memorized this poem to elegantly address the situation is kind of awesome, but also kind of sad. Kids, don't you read that in high school? Well, yeah, but... I'm sorry, I forgot my accent. Iridius heterochromia. It is more common in cats than humans. He's got this look like he knows he just told a great joke, but there's no punchline anywhere that I can see. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Landry, so at least he's got some good taste hidden in there somewhere. Would I need to know that to get a job here? I just gave away the answer, so I'll let that one slide. Damn it, I keep forgetting the accent on this dude. Follow me, we'll talk on the second floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing-looking cakes in the display case. Cake. I wonder if I could get a slice on my way out. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe, then raises his voice to the people below. Or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee? Is that a chef? I haven't seen anybody like here besides him and Landry. Oh, I already had a cup. Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it. I don't think I met Hayes. You may have. You might just not know it yet. Graves folds himself into the slender chair of a corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Let's make it interesting for both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with a sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting on a skull throne and Raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. Well, it looks like he's already wearing a couple Ravens. Or maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. Hey, don't be picking on nerds, okay? I bet he's a nerd. See, look what she's doing. I was liking her for a while. I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we're not starting without coffee. He already has a cup, though. Look at that. Okay. You can talk, of course. I'm at the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. Ah! I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire ghosts. He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug. Sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Of course. Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup towards me without looking up. Thank you. Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect, as always. I don't know what I did without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today, quiet and a little hoarse. Oh, thank you for giving me the vocal cue now. If that's all, I'll go back to the cats. That's fine. Hayes slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja. I looked out at the coffee and see a sleepy cat face staring at me from the foam. See, I wish I knew how to make shit like that, but it's never gonna fucking happen. I've only seen latte art on the internet before. Same here, actually. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but I could really use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. Now we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? What choices are they going to give me? My cat! Cats that look like they're wearing tuxedos. Stumpy little tails, Siamese. Out of these, I'm going to have to go with Scottish Folds, because they're fucking cute. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? I speak the language of dance. What? Here you go. What marine animal would you say best represents you? Fucking butterfly? What the fuck? I would say dolphins. Dolphins are little rapers. Sharks are very misunderstood. I'll go with a penguin, because they mate for life. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? I keep forgetting his accent. God damn it. The children sing on. Punk, I'm not dead, just resting. Classically hardworking? Scale of 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. Draculas or teenage dwarves? Draculas, duh. Just kidding with the last one. Interesting, good. I like interesting people. He leans forward, appraising me with a terrible smirk on his face. He's like the cat who ate the canary. Maybe I don't want to be interesting by his standards, but it feels kind of flattering nonetheless. Thank you? You start tomorrow. Wow, great, thank you. Don't run off yet, I have paperwork for you. Oh, yeah, of course. Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand, nabs my saucer, even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he's never left, traded the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and a pen, places them in front of me. So what will my job be? We'll see. Did he just hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them, signing pretty much anywhere I see an X and a line. What's it all for, and why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff, I don't know. And who cares? I've got a job. I push the papers back towards Graves and he eagerly scoops them up off the table. Perfect. We open at 11. Be here at 8. You'll have to help with the morning prep. My displeasure must be pretty apparent, because his mouth cracks another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay, that's fine. Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. Need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Okay. He seems lost in his own world right now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with hiring people. Why would he do so casually? Whatever, not my problem. I head down the stairs. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable, waiting at the foot of the balcony, but perks up when he sees me. So... I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh. Congratulations. Meet everybody else tomorrow morning. Be sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes. Finley, Mason, Reese. That's it. Shouldn't take too long before you get to know him. Okay, great. I'll see you tomorrow then. Great. See you. Wahoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. Date night? What? The fuck? Interesting loading screens. Kitties everywhere. Kitties. Even kitties in coffee. Finley. Landry. Reese. I already like this chick. Mason. Hayes. Graves. Look, it's all like emo metal looking. And then this glittery hands mean love. And lots of coffee. This is an interesting animation. Avery, Gray. I love how they put all 6 of the different ones based on like which one you chose. Ooh, that looks delicious actually. Can I skip this? Apparently not. So much going on. Wait. Are they all cats? Oh, that makes sense now. Freaking Siamese is that scared ass one Hayes. This totally computes. Oh my god. What is all this? I'm clicking. I can't skip. This is insanity. I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Number one, talking through an entire video makes me really thirsty. And I think this is a long enough video for right now. Anyway, thank you guys for checking this out with me, and I will see you next time. Bye!